What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome. When do I get to come on the show? Soon, Skulls. Soon. I got you. I got you, Skull. Let's see. I invited you on Birds Broad Street, so you're good on that. You've been on Cool Cat Mitch. Uh, the only shows you probably haven't been on is Blitz Take Leader Edition and the Cool Cat Podcast. So you're due. Yeah, because you've been on other shows. You've been on Cool Cat Mitch and Birds of Broad Street. It's just you haven't been on.
What up, though, school? What up, though?
Yep. But enough of all that. But I got you, Skull State in mind. Blitz Take Leader Edition with your boy Cool Cat Connor and Leader Johnson. What up, Leader?
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Leader Johnson here to tell you about the Eagles and more Eagles here on Broad Street Blitz Take Leader Edition. It's been
This is basically today with Leader Edition and tonight with Blitz Take. This is the official countdown to kickoff show because next week is all. Yeah.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Because next week is nothing but Eagles, and more Eagles because the Birds going to be practicing on the field. We'll be hearing from Jalen and Shayshawn and Smitty and Sirianni and Howie. We'll be hearing from all of them. We'll be watching pads and shorts. So, Leader, talk to us, man. How are we feeling? What's on your mind? Start us off. This is your show.
What I want you to know is the number 56, Jalen was ready. All right. We're going to start with that. That's the news that's the news that's out. He's number 56 after being 19th last year. You know what I'm saying? I give it a fair judgment. I give it a fair because I thought they was going to put him out of it the way they was talking about Jalen. But this undeniable resume. At number 56, Nicole B. Dean talked about him. How good of a leader he was. Y'all go and y'all see it. Maybe go on YouTube and see it. It was he basically was described as he a winner. It's what he's supposed to. Listen, man. Jalen Hurts. One of the big things I wanted to talk about, one of the things I really wanted to talk about was his offense and where it's going, and how Saquon Barkley, who I feel that the year that he'll have next year will be the biggest year of the come up. All the come up years is going to be Saquon. Man. We talking about who's going to have the biggest year, and got Jordan Davis. I think Jalen Carter going to be the next one. He's going to come through. Jordan Davis needed to play for a contract, right? What did he do? Eagles clutch, man. All of them clutch. Like straight up. Like when it was time for a contract, Jordan Davis let you know why you should keep him. Jalen Carter going to let you know why this man is a manimal. All right. And Saquon Barkley, listen, 1,100 yards, 3 straight years. 1,100 plus yards, 3 straight years. I mean, he does that in his sleep. So when I'm going to tell y'all about Saquon, he coming back and with this new offense that caters to everybody. To me, it really caters to everybody because like I told Cool Cat one time, I said we didn't really use our third receivers, the Zacchaeus and them guys, Jahan Dotson, like we supposed to. Now, it's money put into this. They're going to use the hell out of Dontavian Wicks. He's been impressing in camp, and they like him. Mekhi Lemon's been impressing in camp. Devontae Smith is self-explanatory. So then you still got Hollywood Brown at number 4. Do you know the fun Jalen gonna have? Because it's not gonna be, through the middle post. They're gonna be doing end arounds, screen passes. These guys are speedy guys. Elijah Moore, these guys can all catch those short passes and go long. They all can go through the route. They all can do, RPOs. They all can be those type of guys that can impact the net. And it's gonna be better because, like I told Cool Cat also about this, like this is the good part because we gotta see Manny. But this the big thing is he is a former player, quarterback with some years on his belt.
You might have to be a little louder because there you go.
I'm talking about Sean Mannion played in the NFL.
Right.
Played in the NFL. And so now that Kelly Clemens played in the NFL, Frank Wright, when guys are like that, and they talking to guys that are actual players, it's always a plus. So I'm looking to see that. You're looking at the D quarterbacks. You got Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore doing his thing, but you still got other guys to look at. Well, how Darius Cooper? Now they said Darius Cooper's gonna take a leap. That was actually said by Sirianni. Darius. So what is the confidence in that? And Johnny Wilson, what he did at 6'7" before he got hurt. We're talking about 7 receivers right there. I'm talking about on point, 7 solid receivers that confidence that someone won't get time. I don't think Cooper and Bush are gonna get that time right there. I don't think Moore is gonna get that much time. But the 4 receivers and the 2 tight ends with Eli Stowers and Dallas Goddard. I think they definitely make it. Everybody was like, who gonna make it in between Stowers, bad and no. Stowers is in the plans. He drafted in the second round, he's in the plans. Then we got the 3rd tight end is going to be a blocker. I know y'all hear this is Philly. I know y'all hear the trucks in the back. Yo, everybody doing work. Philly make money all around the clock. Cameron Lopson, Johnny Munn. Those are the blockers you need to know about right there. Those are 2 guys. I mean, other guys they had, those guys can catch the ball, but no, Munn and Lopson are the guys. Then we talking about Saquon Barkley catching the ball more. I want to see that. Do you know how dynamic? Everybody knows it when he catches like a receiver. I want to see man. I mean, then you're talking about Tank Bigsby, and I don't know how great he is out the backfield. I don't know how great he is out the backfield. We'll see. But Bigsby ready to roll. Bigsby been killing in camp. He's ready to roll. Then we got Shipley. He won't get as much, but they'll use him in space. He's a guy that since Clemson, since coming out of high school, he's been a top recruit since coming out of high school. Shipley, to me, I had no doubt in him. Like a mini, he won't be McCaffrey, but he's more of a mini McCaffrey. A mini McCaffrey. All right. Now, yo, I'm just give me a couple of minutes, y'all, and I'll be right back. All right.
All right. Yep. Yeah. Leader Johnson. He'll be back. I know that sound. If you're wondering where I'm at, I'm here. I'm doing something right now, so which I can't be seen doing. So, but how y'all feeling, man? Training camp is, man. Just let it marinate, y'all. Just let it marinate. Training camp is next week. We get to focus on the birds next week. Not no street rat. Not no giant. We'll have our eye on the Commanders. But next week is all about the mother trucking birds. Oh. Y'all better recognize what I just said. Next week is all about them birds, baby. Next week is all about Jalen Friggins. Next week is about Nick Sirianni. Next week is about Saquon Barkley. Next week is about Smitty. No relations to my brother from another mother, Smitty Eagle. Yeah, cat, this mom has been, feels like it's been years. Y'all try listening to anonymous reports and anonymous reports and execs, coaches, and scouts and all these shows ripping your coach and quarterback to shreds and talking about a wide receiver who wants to go to his favorite team all of a sudden. My God. It feels like it was forever. My God. I mean that. It feels like it was years. Years. Exactly. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it, but thank God. Got this, Mom. Thank God. That starting on a Tuesday when the player on Tuesday when the players come in and we see that hype video behind the scenes. Exactly. On Tuesday when we see the players walk in and the hype video behind the scenes. And then on Wednesday we see the boys practice. But I'm telling y'all now, get ready for it's just practice, can't. And Jalen Hayes and the Eagles are practicing in shorts and pants. Training camp is also the year where opposing fan base can't mind their fucking business. They're going to be watching our tweets, watching our posts, watching our ish, and they're going to watch. Hold on, Leader Johnson's back. Hold on.
We back.
We back.
I had to get y'all out of the no. I'm sorry, y'all. Everybody cutting their grass, and you got cars. Beep beep. I'm sorry, man. But listen, wanted to get more onto the offensive aspect of the game. I'm loving. A lot of people was looking at the offensive line, and why was y'all so down on them? I mean, I know there were some faults, but you should be very.
Hold on, Leader. Before you continue, we was talking about being excited while you was gone. We was talking about being excited about training camp, and I was also preparing everybody for the it's just practice, can't, not again, practice, can't. Remarks from all the opposing fans because they'll be coming next week as well.
Oh, they're talking about what people against the Eagles?
No, it's like every year when it comes to training camp, we post whether it's us as content creators or the Eagles themselves. One mistake, one false move in training camp, and Cowboy fans and Giants and Commanders and other fan bases and media will be coming up here teasing and laughing. And then if we get excited about something, here they come with, it's just practice, can't. Now they Jalen Hurts was thrown with the Devontae Smith and shorts and pants.
Well, you know how I feel about that. I mean, listen, proof's in the pudding. We don't need to talk no more. We Eagles. We Eagle fans. I mean, check the last 10 years. Check since 2000. All right, so I ain't yet. Whatever. All right, but no, to be excited about camp is big. Cook said we're going to talk more about the Eagles coming up because it's going to be practice time. And, oh, man, I can't wait till the Commanders. That's the opening game. I just can't wait till football happens. Like this, the Eagle team always excited about the new era. Like I talked on a couple of episodes. Listen, everybody watch. The new era of Eagles football is always good. I mean, remember when Ryan left Coach Tight, he made the playoff, right? Then we're talking about Ray Rhodes when he was there. We won a division. All right. Then we're talking about Doug Peterson. Before and after Andy Reid. Andy Reid, we had a great run, right? Then Doug P, we get the championship. Then we get Sirianni, we get one. Like, come on. Everybody should be happy about this new era. There's a bunch of young Eagles and this offense. I'm just waiting to see so many different weapons, man. They are going to spread the ball around so much. And finally, I told Luke at one time, listen, they are building the team more around Jalen because now they're going to use the playbook to expose his true talents. You got different people he can throw to, different options. Before, it was always AJ and Devontae was the main two. Then you got Dallas. AJ, Devontae, maybe Saquon, maybe the third receiver. No, they focused on AJ or Devontae, and that was it. AJ and Devontae.
And sometimes Goddard.
But Dallas wasn't. No, AJ Devontae got them out. That was it. It was like Dallas was the also guy.
Right.
He was the also guy. You know, okay, you can like 11 touchdowns last year, 11 touchdowns, 60 receptions, but they always depended, especially on AJ. Like they put too much pressure to the point where they should have spread the ball more, and running backs and like use your second tight end more. Like it seemed like Calcaterra was disappearing last year, but the year before he had a good year. Remember the one-handed catches in the Super Bowl year? Then the next year he just disappeared. They're talking about, well, he's not doing good. Well, you're not giving him the chances now. His job about to be taken. It's about to be taken. That like Eli Styles, I'm telling y'all, man, I can't wait to see him in the offense. Cannot wait to see him in the offense, man. But my big guy is Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley.
I'll be right back, leader. Man.
Yeah, he's the guy I feel like gonna be the biggest, addition as far as the biggest rise in offense. Because once you change the quarterback, you change the running back. A running back like Barkley, he only evolves. In that 2024 year, the great year that Hurts had after the bad 2023 year, or just listen, that was a good year. He just had a lot of interceptions that year, and this time he went down on him. Now, big time, like Saquon Barkley is going to benefit the most because if they're spreading it to the receivers, Barkley gonna get that ball, especially on RPO. It's gonna be exciting to me. I mean, everybody that's talking about AJ being gone, you gotta get used to Drake May too. But the Eagles are gonna be good, man. They just never, this is the number one thing. They never give you a reason to worry like that. I mean, if you see the 10-7 playoff team, the 11-6 playoff team, remember 2023 and last year. They still made the playoffs. They still won over 10 games. They didn't edge into the playoffs. Like the Eagles have always been a steady winning franchise. You should know about. That's one thing that should keep you up. You still got Sirianni around there. Big Dom's still there. You still got Howie Roseman. These are the same team, Jeffrey Lurie. These are the same people that have been leading them for the last 5 years. You should have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. If I'm talking about Max Crosby, I want to tell y'all that. Stop talking about him.
Yeah, we're not getting Max.
I just don't see that because the Eagles would have already made. I'm not saying it maybe, but I don't see no steam. I mean, they were after them hard, hot. It was not, but all of a sudden, poof. The 49ers ain't traded for him. I mean, people have not. I mean, those are the two teams that nobody. Right now, don't worry about that. Let the Eagles are worried about if Jalen Carter is back and going to play better. If Jalen Carter is going to, if Nolan Smith, they're worried about their own players. Cooper DeJean looking like Wolverine right now. Crazy right now. Looking like Wolverine.
Yep.
All right. But listen, man. I'm going to get to y'all. Listen, what I want to talk about next week. This is key right here. Next week. Jalen Hurts. My thing is Jalen Hurts. They got to stop. They really like putting the nail in the coffin on this guy. Like,
wait,
but they can't.
Are we talking about? I'm sorry to interrupt. What are we talking about next week? Because next week is training camp.
Yeah, next week is training camp. But we also going to listen. We definitely going to talk about something next week because the Eagles always got business.
That is true.
On Broad Street Blitz tape, we ain't just doing like we got the top thing. Cool case say training camp. We always give you the surplus of what that is. But there's so many things you got to like put into Blitz tape, especially on Broad Street. Listen, the one thing I'm talking about for sure is the Jalen Hunt, Nolan Smith thing I want to talk about. Why is everybody wanting to trade Nolan Smith and don't think Nolan Smith is going to be Jalen Hunt? We're going to talk about the linebackers and the edge rushers and how they roll. We always rotate from each position. This one just was talking about the offense. I just wanted to really put the microscope on the offense, man. Like, and I'm going to talk more about the offense, how it goes, because we're going to talk more about the running backs as Tank Bigsby, especially as preseason goes. When preseason kick at each game, it's guys I expect to really have big games. Tanner McKee's going to look good for sure. You're going to see Andy Dalton. I want to see him throw the ball in preseason, do his thing. I want to see Tank Bigsby and Will Shipley show out in preseason. These are guys we got to look for. Don't look for the starters. Mekhi Lemon, oh yeah. Y'all going to see a show. They're going to want you to see Dontavian Wicks. Guys like Devontae Smith or Dallas Goedert, they're going to fall back. Eli Stowers. I cannot wait to see him in preseason. Yeah, that dude, everybody gonna love him, man. He's a matchup problem. He's more built like a receiver. Like really, like I remember one time they were saying on the draft like AJ Brown because he's a heavy guy, but this man has a 45-inch vertical. Jalen Hurts is gonna have to build. He's gonna be able. Every quarterback has that one person they throw to. They build themselves out. Gronkowski was Tom Brady's all day. When he had Randy Moss, that was unfair. That's why I was like, how they didn't win the Super Bowl. Y'all don't never count that against Brady. He had the best team he ever had and lost to the lowest seeded team in the playoffs twice. They were the lowest seeded team in the playoffs. They lost. Y'all never. But everybody coming at Jalen Hurts. Like it's just crazy right there, man. I'm just saying they coming at Jalen Hurts for nothing, absolutely nothing. He's been a winning quarterback. Last year was 11-6 season, and they coming at him. They saying most hated player in the league. Where would that come from, though? I want to know how did that happen? How did that list happen? Because why would he be? I never looked into that. I just thought it was a crazy thing. I never looked into that article or nothing. But the most hated player in the league. I might do my work on that, man. Where I break that down, but I just want to know how the hell could you say the guy don't say nothing to nobody? Grant Hill, the Grant Hill type of player, man. They don't do nothing wrong. Like that, I really want to look into that one. Man, that's one thing I look past because there was so many articles about Jalen Hurts. They were saying, I mean, they've been coming down hard on him this year than any year I've ever seen. Yeah. Like straight up, like so. This is, and I want to say this to everybody that listen. I want to see it happen too. Because I feel like he needs to do it to answer these questions. And this is real talk. This is Eagle football. He has to answer these questions, but I don't think I know he can do it. He just has to answer these questions. I said the same thing in 2021. And I was real hard then because, he didn't improve it yet. I was like, yo, in order for him to keep his job, you got to have an MVP type season. And he literally had a fucking MVP type season. So what is going to help? Listen, after this year, I don't want to hear no more about it. Like, listen, when they talk about Jalen now and we come up on the show after this year, I'm just not going to talk about it. Like, that's a little crazy, man. That's a little, it's becoming a little crazy. This is one guy who does absolutely nothing. He's been in the playoffs. Joe Burrow missed some playoffs. Justin Herbert missed some playoffs.
What they're trying to do is run Jalen Hurts out of town so the Eagles can find a flashy new toy.
Jared Goff didn't make the playoffs last year.
They want the Eagles to find a Jared Goff or a Matthew Stafford or a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen who can who in the words of Stephen A. Smith, who can fling that football.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
Damn right.
That's why they made it. That's why they made it.
Say that again. I don't think they heard you. Say that again.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
That's damn right. Pastor Hurts said that, y'all. Pastor Hurts said that, y'all.
You don't even flinch when you say it. Now you got other people saying it in other sports. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, he's so wherever there's, I mean, this is real talk. Wherever there's a guy, there's a devil falling. There's a devil following. And he's doing everything the right way. Everything the right way. Like
God bless that kid. God bless that kid.
It's truly good that he's like this because it's Philadelphia for one. And it's sports. So if you do something wrong,
pitchforks and knives, people. Pitchforks and knives comes out in the city. Basically, hold on, Leader. Basically, the sounds that you heard when Leader was outside, yeah, it's like that around here when we lose.
Not shit. Listen, in 2024, in 2023, no, 2022 when we lost, I was at Copa, man. It's a spot near West Philly. It's called Copa, man. It's like good margaritas there and everything, man. I was watching Super Bowl over there. Man, I had to leave early because I knew. And it was right. Because when I left early, they busting, breaking stuff and everything. Listen, man, this is a winner that wants to win 10. So it's good to have Jalen Hurts not get in no trouble.
Yep.
Not be a rude person. Like he is almost, You know, when Barack Obama was became president, I said, "Man, where'd they get this? He's like the perfect, like nothing at all. Like they was trying their best. He was just classy, he said everything right, no matter what you agree with what he did or done. But he acted the right way. He treated people the right way. He was the right person. He was a family man. You were like, where did they get this dude from? Like, what is?" Yo, same thing with Hurts. I said, where did he come from? The wind blew and he just came around? I've never seen a football player like this that like act like him. Like his class, his parents did an unbelievable job. Like I'm serious. This is a physical sport. There are nothing but jocks. And yo, listen, man. Physical play, shit talking. You see Jalen Carter spitting. Listen, this is football. And Jalen Hurts, they have said everything they can to try to rattle his game or step on his game. And last year, what did he have? His best game. What was it? A perfect game.
With a perfect passer rating, but they don't want to hear you though.
I don't know. I'm being a real football talk because, like I said, yeah, Jalen, we need you. We need more from you. We need this to happen. And now the offense is catered to that point.
Here's the difference between us and all these shows. We ain't trying to run our quarterback out of town. We holding them accountable, but we ain't trying to run that kid out of town.
I don't think it's any way to, because, I mean, look at his resume, man. Can y'all look at his resume in 5 years? No, like when Peyton Manning, listen, compare him to any of them. You seeing all the resume. That is a hard ass. I don't give That's a hard ass resume to get. He had a better resume than Donovan McNabb when he got to the job. I know we talk about all the players that they would know. Donovan McNabb still went to the conference championship. How come he couldn't win as much? I know he had less to play. He didn't have a J.J. Brown, but he had a Terrell Owens. Jalen got it done. He went twice. Because everybody was like, man,
and here's something else they won't talk about, leader. Here's what else they won't talk about. Since Donovan McNabb, the first Eagles quarterback since Donovan McNabb to go to the playoffs every single year.
Yeah, everybody. That's an argument. Like I'll be in. Shout out to Eagles Bar. Shout out to Max's. You know, shout out to Chicken and Peace. We'll have these debates right there on Broad Street. We'll have a debate right there. Y'all know me. Leader Johnson. Shout out. But listen, Hurts versus McNabb, and I used to be like, he's a little bit of edge, even though you got to wait, because McNabb was very successful and very good. Like
McNabb went to the playoffs every single year.
You know what I'm saying?
Someone I know.
But I tell people this. They say, well, he got to play more. He got to get more yards. What? Jalen went to the Super Bowl and lost 2, and then he went back and won with his same. Listen, I don't care who would he have. Owens. What happened though? What happened though?
Lombardi trophy.
He won. Listen, y'all can say what y'all want.
And to wrap it all up in a bow, Super Bowl MVP. Not Saquon, not the defense. Jalen freaking Hurts. Super Bowl MVP.
McNabb was elite, man. Don't get it because I think people don't give him his credit. 6-time Pro Bowler. I mean, he really put it out on the field, but he just didn't accomplish it. That's just what it is, man. And we talking about who's the better coach between Reed and Sirianni. I always say Reed, but listen, Sirianni is right there. I'm talking about an accomplishment. Y'all say what y'all want. I'm talking about real football.
All I'm gonna say is before we get ready to wrap up, all I'm gonna say is this: be thankful that you're in, like Leader said, the golden era of Eagles football. Because the second that Sirianni walks out the door, and the second Jalen freaking Hurts walk out the door, you're going to wish, you're going to be on your hands and knees begging for them to stay, because when they leave,
it didn't happen like this. I'm gonna let y'all know that what we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna go over it again before we roll out. But also, I'm just saying it didn't happen like this. This is definitely a golden era. We're younger. We're going to the playoffs every year, and then we're at the top of the league. They're predicting us to be the Super Bowl contenders every year. Just about. We're not. It's a disappointment. It wasn't like that with McNabb, because when they looked at James Thrash and Ty Pinkerton and Charles Johnson, Torres Small, they didn't think we was going to make it there to the with Deuce Staley and Westbrook. They didn't think we was going to the conference championship. It just happened. That's how good of a coach Reed was. But now that you're looking at Sirianni, he does the same thing with Hurts with the different coaches, the different coordinators. They're not looking at what Sirianni has to deal with also. He has to deal with a different play caller, different coordinator, and he has to get his quarterback ready for it, and Hurts gets ready for it. Nobody's looking at those three things, and they have won one Super Bowl, been to one, MVP rated. He's been in the Pro Bowl 3 times. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I just listen. All right, listen. Let's go over, because I can get like I'm kind of, as you see the weeks go by, I'm getting more amped up about Hurts, because now it's like, because at first I didn't
know how I feel when it comes to the kid. Now you know how I feel.
He was, and I still supported it, but all that. But now y'all going too far, man.
Now y'all going too far. Now y'all
you hitting Philly. You're hitting. Listen, I'm as an analyst, as a fan. Now it's coming together. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Now y'all get it. Now you understand.
Dak Prescott was put over. I've been wanting to talk about that one. Are y'all kidding me? I know Dallas loved that, but them fans is like, yes, I see. I told you we was
You mean the ranking I sent you?
Yes, man. It was like number
6. They was having the ball. They was doing the 2-step. Go on social media. They was doing the 2-step.
I'm like, but my thing is to this, Dallas. I understand. That's great to see that a couple of executives and people from ESPN that they got to do that for y'all. But my thing is this: out of that rating of your quarterback, what does that equal? Like, where have y'all been that y'all proud of? Like, y'all should be mad at that. If you're a real fan, no, I can't say real Dallas fan, because the real Dallas fans are delusional. The real people about football that are Dallas fans. That's how I could say that. Y'all should be mad at them up. Man, Dak, what? Why is he right there? That was Philly. If that was Philadelphia and our quarterback was your quarterback.
For those who don't know, Dak Prescott was ranked 6 behind Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen. He was ranked 6 in that ESPN ranking by coaches, scouts, and execs. Go ahead, Leader.
All right. Okay. You know what?
Yeah. Go ahead. Talk about next week episode, Leader. Don't even get yourself by. Talk about next week.
Ooh, the numbers. This is your brain. That was your brain on drugs. Any questions? All right, listen, man. All right, next we're gonna talk more about
next week.
Cause your next, we're looking at Thursday. Thursday is when I'm looking at time. If I change the time, I got you. But Thursday is the time. We're gonna talk about the camp, and I'm talking about. We're gonna get more into Jalen Carter. That defensive line, a little bit. Moro Jomo, they had a thing on to go to Philadelphia Eagles. YouTube, they talked about that they're getting more and more Moro Jomo. I think him and Hunt do need to get focused. Them two guys had a real good year last year, and they should get that. But y'all should also realize that the year before, Nolan Smith had 6 sacks. So they could both, listen, when this happens, and then they got Grenard and AK and AJ, them guys are them some relentless monsters right there. It's better than Arjulari and Uche. It's Spencer and I don't get that wrong. AK is his nickname. Arnold Ebiketie. Him and AJ and Spencer are headhunters more than Uche and Arjulari. As good as Arjulari was and Uche can rush, these two dudes are kind of like different. Their first step is all the same. Like they've done this for a minute too. Like Uche and them was young, but these guys done it for a minute. Ebiketie is younger, but he's one of the guys that's young and going. He was one of the best putting pressure on the quarterback guys last year. And Wemby, the guy we drafted, keeps showing his weight. His weight. I think we'll see. It's still out, but he has the talent, man. So we're gonna talk about the edge rushers next year, next season, and also I want to talk about since Cool Cat brought out this is an on goal thing here. Let's talk about who we think gonna have the best game. We're gonna talk about the first preseason game. Let's amp up talk about the first preseason game. Let's start talking about that. Who we think are gonna be the standouts. Cool, I want you to go into there and think yourself like who think gonna be the back guy that's gonna show out in camp and in preseason, the first preseason game. And practice and the first preseason game. All right? We all gonna come with that. Who do you think is gonna be the standout in the first preseason game and in practice? All right. So when we come back, man, look, we out of here. Lay y'all to death straight from Broad Street, man. I always take y'all around the world back, man. So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Out of here, leader.
You heard him, man. We out this mug, man. Peace.